on from our break. Say hello, 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 Rise.
Hello.
Head to you, if I'm not mistaken, here
Yeah,
at Booyah Bay.
it's been a long day today. We're definitely behind schedule, but you know it's okay. You know, exciting. We went to a lot of game fives, which is pretty insane.
We are pushing the limits of the time restraints that we had here.
I mean, we definitely pushed past, but it's okay. I think the venue's happy. We're happy. Everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy here. We got our gamers getting ready here. Yeah, honestly, between the LAN setup and then getting in the rooms, it takes a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not a LAN if you're not delayed on time.
The Poe plushie. I told you we should have grabbed the Poe plushie.
My bad.
Yeah, I told you,
The
Rice.
Poe plushie was the luck that we needed.
I know. This is why I always bring it. This is why I always bring it.
Yeah,
That's
but we
crazy.
have quite the interesting set we have for Grand Finals, Fufu. Would you like to introduce our teams?
Indeed. Should I be loud about it?
Go for it.
What? We have our grand finals! We have Woo! We have two teams ready for you guys! No boys allowed! Make noise! And on our second one, we have where the team names go?
Feeding frenzies.
We're on the second side, we have Feeding Frenzy! Make some noise!
Let's go, Claudia! All right. Yeah, but
I don't
you
think my mic
know,
was pushed back enough.
interesting how we got to this situation of
Very much.
no boys allowed versus feeding frenzies. But because if you looked at the bracket, actually, we're just getting into it. You know, it's okay. We can talk about it later. We have no boys allowed with that Gluga Doolies, Nico signature weapon, and Mia with that wiper as a one trick.
Indeed, and we are seeing these teams get ready and get going here. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a very, very speedy set if you ask me. Following here, no boys allowed from the winner side coming in to the center. Both teams ready to meet and really looking for blood here. Coolers out for the side of Feeding Frenzy here, giving their team a great boost here, but it's not going to be enough as two of their members go down here. No boys allowed slowly inching their way to Cap's zone and getting it successfully from the hands of Feeding Frenzy.
Yeah, and when you say fast, this is a double dually team. They have an edit, and you know most edit teams are extremely fast. They like to push the momentum fast. We see Helix go down a little early here, but you know the team is still holding onto the zone, repositioning for better spots to play defense here.
Absolutely. They are able to get a pick on the shot and nobody's allowed. But they're able to get two people down right here, only leaving two members to fend for themselves here and the zone on top of that. And that might just be a loss of control there. Yep, Feeding Frenzy able to grab that zone once more, leaving their poor dualies to fight for themselves. And unfortunately going down here. Great spot here for Feeding Frenzy.
Yeah, and we see here Sovlis trying to look for a good position to pop that crab tank. Uses it right now, and this might be their opportunity to push it. Nico goes down to I believe that crab tank.
Oh!
Helix with the Zuka snipe, though!
Oh, crazy, crazy work right then there here. But Feeding Frenzy is very quickly approaching the lead. That is still two down on no boys allowed. And just slowly but surely, okay, edit pain, even though it got nerfed, it has crazy pain still. They're nearly too cool. They're going to be standing here. Their teams are now juiced up and ready to go, and this crab is here to make that space here. Great situation here for Real Boys Allowed if they're able to get through with this retake.
Yeah, Clef popping that crab tank gives their team entry in, but the strikes kind of slows that down, and Sovlis with that counter crab tank needs to watch out for that Zuko. Ooh, got the payback on them, but the zone flip, that's going to be a bit of a penalty for Feeding Frenzies.
Absolutely here, but the Feeding Frenzy does have the luxury of having the lead here. We're only 2 minutes in, Rice. This feels like 4. What?
It feels like it's actually been all 5 minutes, but you know, I think that's just how fast Splatoon feels and how, like, you know, the game is so fast. We see Mia trying to make a play here, has that hammer, needs to be careful of the edit though.
But yeah, the edit can very much just casually shred through hammers in between whimsical enough. Excellent pick there from the pencil. Just some great work here. Feeding Frenzy in control of the zone once more.
Yeah, and we see Mia here pushed up really fast. Montanik giving them support, but they have to back up from this crab tank from Clef. Zuka onto Sovlis' crab. They go down, and Helix is pushing forward with that.
Indeed, indeed. Oh my goodness, some great stuff coming out on the field. 2 down, we're on Feeding Frenzy here, so nobody's allowed looking for that quick retake. They're able to neutralize this down, just nearly there to cap in it. The little sprinkler just sitting there, just dude, that sprinkler is pulling its weight, dude. I'm so serious.
You know, as Shiny says, the Jerry doing a lot of work on that zone, but Helix with that Trizuka goes try to get Sovlis here, but they might just opt to paint for zone as they can right now, but being pushed, a little push back here.
Oh my goodness, Feeding Frenzy is pulling the work here, able to contain the zone pain as well, and just keep, oh, never mind.
As we say, commentators curse. Helix with that Zuka trying to shred Sovlis' crab tank is unable to solve, gets Nico, but Clef with this dually battle and the crab tank pop from Clef.
Oh my goodness, how crazy work. But Mia, with the head, you can see the little smile on the character. You can see the smile on the character. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. That is, I'm sorry, that is the highlight right there, Bryce.
Yeah, but we got to be careful here. No Voice Allowed has a very good position right now. They might take the lead here. Feeding Frenzies might have to start pushing back in soon, but we can kind of see a bit of a scrap towards that chokehold side of the zone. And, you know, Feeding Frenzies only has a couple seconds left to really get back in. The Tri Strikes might help with that. But Nico, ooh, unfortunately, that's taken down.
That is going to be game there on the side for No Boys Allowed, coming in with that first game on a really great retake to a hold. Got a really nice lockout position.
Yeah, really nice lockout. And, you know, it felt very back and forth, right? It wasn't necessarily one team steamrolled. You know, both teams really had sustained holds on that map. And that's very tough on Hammerhead Bridge.
Absolutely there. Hammerhead Bridge. Y'all crazy, but there's a reason we usually don't play it. There's not a lot of routes to escape from that don't lead you directly into the enemy team, especially if you get a hard lockout.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, you know, gotta represent the Golden Gate Bridge. Hey, I still think it's a pretty good map.
Get a load of this guy. Yeah, you're not even a Charger player. What is your problem?
Yeah, I'm a Crab Tank player. I don't know about you.
I can tell.
Yeah, but we see a bit of an instant replay here. You know, this is the start of Feeding Frenzy's hold, but, you know, Helix really with that Trizuka snipe was like, I don't know about that one, Feeding Frenzies.
Absolutely there. It is. Look at. That's the silliest interaction I've seen in my entire life, bro.
I think it's funny that Helix first gets the snipe on the Crab Tank, then Sov comes back with the Crab Tank on the Trizuka, says, try to do it again.
No, That was TC Quad. I heard it.
TC Inkblot, the so-called free thinker counter picks, I see.
Dude, this can't keep happening. I'm back in the building, man. Why did you get me out of me?
Hey, all I'm saying is, you guys technically did gentlemen's this instead of TC Sturgeon.
Who in their right mind would play TC Sturgeon?
In my defense, I wasn't at the meeting when this was happening, so I was on vacation.
You know, you can be in a Discord call with the world.
Not when I have no Wi-Fi.
Well, if you're cooked.
Like,
you might be cooked.
The Wi-Fi was pretty spotty when they had the meeting, but you know, I sent our representative. That's why Hammerhead Bridge is there.
I had fun on that map. Whatever. I guess.
All right, fine.
I'm a Charger player, so I don't know what you expected off of me. Like, don't expect anything good. Booyah!
Toshi with the classic Booyah. We can see teams are pretty much ready. I think, you know, that was a pretty
yeah.
Pretty fast. It's late at night. That was a pretty fast counter pick.
Let me tell you what's late.
Okay, but we've been awake since like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been here for a hot minute.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of time, honestly. Happening.
Splatoon 3 Deluxe new content predictions. All right. Well,
I don't think we got time to read those out just because the match is starting here. The match is starting to begin, and we got our teams up and ready to edit back. We're back in the building. Let's go. You know,
I think, at least for No Boys Allowed, I think they're going to stick with this edit, especially Rydia. Knowing Rydia, they love their Splatlings, but they're going to be they have to play really careful against that pencil player.
Absolutely, especially considering that Inkblot is a lot more catered to the Charger players. Hello, Jelly.
Hello, Jelly.
I think Inkblot is one of those maps that is definitely more catered to Charger players right here. So you also have to keep that in mind. But there are also a lot of little ledges that you keep in mind, and they can keep bats to themselves if they really feel like it. So there's a lot of pros and cons here when it comes to running edit on this map, but it doesn't matter. They're getting picks. They're getting things going. Look at that crab tank. Bryce, look at the crab tank.
That is indeed a crab tank. Clef does have their crab tank ready too. Ooh, Clef and Nico pushing for that plat so fast. They've said, who needs mid when I have your spawn?
And look, the rest of the team is there to catch up anyways. So we are seeing Clef just try to, oh, you feel silly up there. We're all feeling silly on this team. They're everywhere. The tower!
I think you need to play objective, but Mia, Helix with the double. Okay, has that Zuka. Ooh.
Incredible double, though. Absolutely incredible double. We are seeing jumps coming in from the side of Feeding Frenzy. Those strikes coming in to try and just move No Boys Allowed here from getting any more points on the board. They're able to do so successfully to move them out, but it's not going to stop the fact that they are 2 down. No Boys Allowed with the delayed wipeout. Oh, that tower is there. They're going to get going. They're going to get going. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is quite the snowball that Inkblood is pretty known for. If you have your opponent's bats, you can pretty much hold that. They have the crab tank ready. Clef tops that. Is playing a little careful on this crab battle. Oh. Ooh, but gets taken down by Mia, and that's a good defense on the side of Feeding Frenzy.
Indeed here, and we are just seeing those 2 down from the side of No Boys Allowed. So Feeding Frenzy, once again, Feeding Frenzy has a lot of work to do. It's been 2 minutes, and they have 99 points on the board. Okay, we're getting picked. We're doing things. We're doing things.
You know, Nico, again, as I said, very fast comp with the double dualies. They kind of just play off their own momentum of, you know, they can roll forward, go pretty fast while their team catches up to them.
Absolutely. They can hold that space. Their weapons also fire fast enough, but they're just able to hold it in general with that weapon. Look at that. Look at them go. It's like, you want the tower. Nope, never mind. Mia comes in to clean up the mess that Nico has left behind, leaving Feeding Frenzy to finally get past this first checkpoint here. But that crab, amazing crab right then there from Clef, just moving the members of Feeding Frenzy back before they can even reach that second checkpoint.
Yeah, and we see that was a really good defense on the side of No Voice Allowed. They were able to pretty much get back into mid just using that crab tank. Though Clef goes down to Mia. Mia kind of go for the flanks that the dualies have been doing on the opposing side.
Absolutely here. Whoa! Just with that 2v1, No Boys Allowed is doing an amazing job. Even like when they are pretty separated, they're still playing together, if that makes sense. They're usually in duos or pairs, or if they have one fight going on, someone's there to intercept like 2 seconds later. Nice.
Yeah, for sure. But Feeding Frenzy's going for that second push. Sov with the crab tank trying to push back in, but not a lot of forward momentum going on right now. But Mia with the hammer. Aww.
They are hearing the hammers coming out. They are starting to get the hammers down here. And it's going to be a pretty scrappy fight here. Our second checkpoint is near broken here. Able to take down one of the members. This tower's moving. This is such a close spot. Never mind. They managed to get that tower up and out of the way. They're able to clean things up. But that's close. That's a little too close to comfort if you were No Boys Allowed right now.
A little bit, but this is one of the reasons I really enjoy edit on this map specifically. When the tower gets really close, it's very hard to defend that tower with the pencil. But with the edit, you can run forward, kind of just hold that tower down.
Absolutely there. And it's crazy stuff here on the field. We are seeing Mia coming in with that hammer once more. They were actually able to get a pick here on the top, and they're just going to continue to try and hold this pod by 2 members coming in. It's just, it still ends in a trade, which I think is a win, especially because No Boys Allowed is on.
Yes, definitely. But Clef here takes the pick on tower, sees the jumps into their bats. Gets one. Oh my God, not the bump kill! Oh! Clef really said, let me just bump you.
That was a run over! That was foul! Foul!
I think we've seen it all today.
Oh my God, dude! That's crazy work.
Yes, but, you know, No Boys Allowed isn't really in that safe of a situation, though. Feeding Frenzy has another push locked in. The good defense on the side of Helix, but they are still in even numbers, which means that Feeding Frenzy has advantage. And as I say that, someone goes down.
Something just happened. Look at everything going through.
Oh no!
Hello? Wait.
Wait!
The trade to the end of the game. That's crazy.
That, I think, because it was a trade, that's what stopped the tower. I think if Mia got that pick before the trade happened, that tower would have stayed theirs, and they could have still pushed that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, the backwards fist bump. Peak. Actual peak. Peak? Peak.
Peak moment indeed. And we kind of see here the first push going on from No Boys Allowed. The double dualies kind of pushing onto the plat on their own. And they made this interesting pincher approach where their two teammates took the tower forward while they went behind and made that pinch play.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful because at least the people in the middle either forced to look at someone and be shot in the back or jump out. So
Yeah.
like it's a really tricky situation unless someone pulls a miracle play and is, getting free.
Definitely. And, again, this game was such a back and forth
Absolutely.
because... Go ahead.
After Feeding Frenzy, Feeding Frenzy was on the back end for a good half of the game until they got their own footing. Was like, wait, we know how to do this, and got pretty dang close at 35.
They got really close, and I think they just played very smart in terms of how they really approached this, because we can kind of see here, Monsonik did get the jump in. Clef getting
This
bump pick is, I think that's a little dirty.
A little.
Pretty dirty, my bad.
That'll do it. Oh my goodness. This set has been nothing but a treat. Just absolutely nothing but a treat. But this does also put No Boys Allowed at match point.
Yes, No Boys Allowed at match point, and they came from the winner's side. So if they win this is championship point.
That it's gonna get really tight really quickly. Things are gonna get really hype really quickly. Oh my goodness, we're at a point where Feeding Frenzy, they have to get something. They have to reset themselves here. I think they're starting to get the idea of what they need to do and what they want to do here. So this can definitely be a point of reset for them. Or No Boys Allowed is gonna move with the momentum that they've already created, and they're gonna knock this out. So two ways, I think both are very much possible at this moment.
Indeed, and I think it was a Splat Zones counter pick.
Hagglefish.
Hagglefish.
We're back in the building.
We're
Second.
back, or we're back at the beginning of Splatoon 3.
I don't mind, actually. I actually enjoy Hagglefish Market.
I like Hagglefish. It's not my favorite zones map.
Wrong. Just kidding. Macklemart's right there.
I was like, Mako's right there. Robo's kind of right there too. But, Hagglefish kind of like what we consider, I think a lot of people consider like Final Destination. Or like maybe Battlefield. Not as iconic, probably.
30-second zone cap. 30-second zone fight, excuse me. There's going to be a lot of pain on the field. There's going to be a lot of momentum, a lot of movement here. I am excited, and we're getting ready to go.
For sure.
There it
And,
goes.
both teams sticking with their comps. Both teams knowing what they want to run and sticking to their guns.
Absolutely, and I respect it here because if you're feeling the momentum, switching out your entire playstyle can be a little bit tricky here. And just, again, we're fighting for the zone again. We're doing it again, Bryce.
The zone fight. But this time someone did tap. Ooh, nice pick from me on the side. Gets called out by their teammate, but they might get another pick here. We don't know. This Captain might get a pick. Ooh, to jump out just in time.
It's just, things are moving. Things are moving very quickly. But right now, No Boys Allowed is looking at a really great advantage considering the fact that they just they took down two members of Feeding Frenzy right there. And they're forcing them to step back here. That Sprinkler is, I see the little baby Sprinkler. That's actually so cute.
The Sprinkler is still there. Nico getting taken down in their Booyah Bomb. Mia's trying to push in with this hammer right now. We see that crab from Clef. Gets destroyed by the hammer, but Clef countering and taking down the hammer.
No, what a silly interaction there. We are seeing the devs coming back in from Feeding Frenzy, looking for an opportunity to get themselves inside once more here. We're everywhere. From what I'm seeing, we're kind of everywhere. No Boys Allowed is still able to get down some points, but here we are seeing Mia coming in to try to spin. Did it just eat the zip shot?
That is something Hammer does. It can eat Zuka shots, but it is very awkward.
It is very awkward. I just see the...
yeah.
Like, it was gone. It, like, shrinked entirely. I'm like, what is that? But Feeding Frenzy's looking... They changed the tides here. We are seeing Helix.
Do they know?
Helix?
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 What did Helix even get there?
Bro spawned. Bro's an enigma, actually.
No, even though Helix got that flank, the players they did take down were coolered. It's around... They're back. They're already back with that cooler. That's 3 down on the side of No Boys Allowed. Sob out of ink, trying to get those flats.
Goodness. Things are getting scrappy. Oh my god. Like, my nerves, dog. I thought I was gonna get a pick. I thought I was gonna pick. Oh my god.
Sorry, this isn't a Pepe Zuka. Let's.
That's your Pepe?
Don't,
Will hit you across ledges.
we keep.
He will smack you across the ledge for no. Oh.
Hey, even though we compliment Pepe Zuka, Helix doing an amazing job on just using that Zuka to a really great extent of giving their team extensions of plays.
Absolutely. Here, it's just there's so much great teaming art coming out from both of these sides. It's just it's gonna be scrappy. I feel like we're only 2 minutes down, and well, 2 minutes left about here. We are seeing Feeding Frenzy lose one of their members here. Cliff is looking to be in a really rough spot, being in a 2v1. Bro, wait, there's a third party. There's a third party? Question mark?
Maybe, but we see it's just Monsonik left. They had to jump out there. Mia trying to stall until their team gets back. But this can be dangerous if No Boys Allowed gets a strong hold here.
Absolutely. I'm getting anxious with these players. I feel anxiety through the screen here, especially here at No Boys Allowed and Feeding Frenzy. Feeding Frenzy has to find a way out. This trap is going to be an excellent way to try. But it just got immediately shredded right there. We are seeing one of the members of No Boys. We have one down on each side, actually. No Boys Allowed is looking amazing here on this lockout here. They're 20 ticks away from possibly getting a knockout. The hammer from Mia coming out, trying to find a pick. Just finding it right there. There's going to be two down on the side of No Boys Allowed. Eating the ball while you're at it. The strikes might just be a cap back and capping the zone back there at those 8 points.
Yeah, at 8 points. Ooh, Mia with that nice pick on the edit. Mia's still trying to push up here. I think all they're really trying to do is stall as much time as they can for Salvas to get that crab tank.
Absolutely. Here, Feeding Frenzy just giving No Boys Allowed a taste of their own medicine. Look at that crab there at the spawn, nearly taking the edit out while they were out of here. Pull it up, ready to go, ready to make some waves. But we are seeing that crab here from the left side of No Boys Allowed. Just trying to make some waves. This is going to get incredibly tight right here because we are seeing those last 20 points. This could possibly be a turnaround point that Feeding Frenzy's need, but it's so tight right here. 15 ticks left on the point, but the Booyah Bomb is coming out to try and make some waves. That's going to be a cat back on the zone for No Boys Allowed, stopping the timer from going.
Yeah, Helix going for that flank, but 3 down on the side of Feeding Frenzies. It's just Mia alive. Mia needs to try to stall until their team's back. But you see Clef going for that pick, and that's a delayed wipe.
Oh my goodness, it's going to get really tight here. Those penalty points are nearly out of the way. 30 seconds left here for Feeding Frenzy to try and get something done, though. They don't want to get picked off here. A pick here means death here. And oh goodness, that is 2 down on the side of Feeding Frenzy. 20 seconds left. They maybe have one very small chance to try and get this push through. We are seeing those strikes coming out. We are seeing the hammer come out. As extra distracted, just coming in, able to take a pick right here. They're all focused on me, and the rest of the team has to go in. It's going to get tight, and that is going to be 2 down on Feeding Frenzy. It's not going to be enough. That is the game for No Boys Allowed. Your Booyah Bay winners.
You know, I was not going to say this because I am not the commentator cursor. But if anyone remembers, 3 members of No Boys Allowed came to Booyah Bay the first time and got reverse swept in grand finals.
Oh my goodness.
And this time they said, there's no chance for a reverse sweep. Let's just sweep grand finals and get this over with.
Absolutely. What an amazing game there. We saw so much energy coming out from Feeding Frenzy as well. But No Boys Allowed absolutely took it home with an excellent 3-0, marking the end of Booyah Bay, Fog City.
Yeah, that's the end of Booyah Bay, Fog City. We do have our medal ceremony, I believe. I should head off and do that.
Yes, you should.
But foo-foo. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Bryce, before you go, you got to tell the people where they can find you.
No, I'm not important.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, bring the ads up. Bring the ads up.
Bring the ads up.
Thank you.
All right. You can find me everywhere at We Like Rice. It's one word. You can find me at Booyah Bay. As always, I'll be running like a jackrabbit across the venue. I did that today. I did that to Costco, actually. But, you know, we don't talk about what happened. But, you know, Booyah Bay, this was our second time around, was our LAN championship qualifiers. And the qualifier champion for Booyah Bay is No Boys Allowed. And congratulations to Nico, Helix, Rydia, Muti, Clef.
That's correct.
And I think that's all 5 of them. I was like, am I missing someone? Yes, that is all 5 of them. Congratulations to them. And make sure we cheer them on in that final championship match in
Absolutely.
April, I think.
I believe that is going to be at the end of April, somewhere around there. We got to check those dates. Let me see the back of your shirt. The Champion Showdown will be April 27th. So if you want to see the LAN teams that have been absolutely putting all the work in, that's where you're going to want to tune in. But,
All right, but I'll head off now. I think we'll probably be both heading out, but...
yes. Find me here, by the way. Find me at Splatfufu, Blue Sky, and Twitter. And Twitch.
Do it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
One more break.
One more break. Well, one more break for the medal ceremony, and stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere.